The Dodgers have non-tendered Cody Bellinger, and now he's a free agent. Let's go talk about it. Okay, so here we go. The Dodgers are going to non-tender Cody Bellinger, according to Ken Rosenthal. He was projected to make around $18 million in arbitration this year, but the Dodgers have decided to cut ties. Now, with Cody Bellinger, it is just crazy how much he has fallen off. Taking a look at his numbers back from 2019 when he won an MVP, I mean, my goodness, these numbers were off the charts. Hit 305, a 406 on base, a 629 slugging, a 161 WRC+, 47 homers, 115 RBIs, 15 stolen bases, played solid defense. And ever since then, he's ran into injuries, inconsistencies, and he has just not been the same player at all. Last year, a 1.7 Fangraph WAR. His offense has been in the negatives the last couple of seasons. Only hit 210 last year with a 265 on base, a 389 slugging. He did have 19 home runs. That's not too bad. 68 RBIs, still did have 14 stolen bases. And one other thing with Cody Bellinger, while the hitting has trended down, his defense and his speed are still extremely good. If we take a look here, a 4.5 base running and a 3.8 defense. We could even see it here on Baseball Savant. His outs above average are in the top 10%. Arm strength is still good. His outfielder jump is still good. Sprint speed is still good. So there are still some positives with Cody Bellinger. You know you can count on him in the field and on the base paths as well. And there is one bright side, a glimmer of hope for Cody Bellinger, is that his average exit velocity was still pretty decent last year. I think with Cody Bellinger, I think he's just ran into some injuries over the last couple of years. I think that's kind of messed up his mechanics. He's had to, play from behind a lot, trying to get back on track from getting hurt. And I just think everything has just been out of whack with him. I think a fresh start next year could be the best thing for him, whether that's with a new team or he just goes back to the Dodgers. I do think that is still a possibility that he could just go back to the Dodgers on a cheaper deal. We'll just have to wait and see. But I do think if the Dodgers do want to bring him back, there is going to be some competition for him. I have a few teams here that I think could be a pretty good fit. Starting off with my Red Sox, they're trying to upgrade the outfield. Now, I don't know if Cody Bellinger is really going to be the answer. As of right now, you have Rob Refsnyder out in right field. Cody Bellinger, more of a center fielder. You do have Kike Hernandez. He was hurt a lot last year, projected to be in center field this year. So I'm not sure where you would fit Bellinger unless you would play right field, but I would imagine center field would be the spot for him. I don't know if Kike is going to move out to right. So I don't know. Unless maybe you could move him in and out of the DH spot. He can, rotate in and out of the outfield. It's a possibility. I wouldn't count out the Red Sox. They've done a good job in the past of taking struggling hitters in and turning them around. So I don't know. Maybe, probably not, I would say, though. So moving on to the next team. I think the Miami Marlins could be an interesting team. The Marlins last year, if we take a look here at the leaderboards, when it comes to left-handed hitting, Miami last year, 21st overall with a 90 WRC+. But overall, the Marlins last year, they just did not have a lot of good offense. As of right now, you do have Brian De La Cruz projected for center field. So I would imagine maybe they would want to focus more on the younger guy there. But, maybe you could fit Cody Bellinger in here somewhere. At the end of the day, you need some offense, and maybe you could do something with Cody Bellinger. I would probably say, probably lean more towards no of the Marlins, but I do see a possible fit there. The next team that I think could be really interesting are the Colorado Rockies. As of right now, you got Jonathan Daza in center field. Now, I like how Jonathan Daza makes a lot of contact, hit 301 last year, or 349 on base, but there's just not a lot of power with Jonathan Daza. And if we actually take a look here at the leaderboards, Colorado, they were 28th overall in left-handed hitting. Hey, Coors Field, could the Coors effect maybe help Cody Bellinger? I don't know. I think it could be an interesting fit. The Rockies are always just that weird team that are kind of just hanging around. Who would have thought Chris Bryant would have gone to the Rockies last year? But I could see maybe the Rockies getting involved with this. Hey, he's used to playing at Coors. Maybe there could be something there. Moving on to, I think could also be a pretty good fit, the Texas Rangers. Hey, trying to get themselves back into competition. They're starting to add some free agents over the last couple of years. They're probably going to be aggressive again this offseason, looking to add some pitching. But Cody Bellinger, I think, could be a decent fit here. As of right now, you got Taveras projected for center field. He was okay last year. I mean, he hit 261. I mean, the slugging, though, 366. So maybe They feel like with a Cody Bellinger, he's going to bring you the good defense, a good arm, good speed on the bases. And if you can get that bat going, could you imagine Cody Bellinger getting back to his old ways? Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, and you got Lowe and Garcia there as well. Oof, that could be really good. I mean, honestly, that sounds amazing if you ask me. If you can get Cody Bellinger back to what he was doing in that 2019 season, not even that, maybe even just a little bit less, that would be an amazing middle of the order. I could see the Rangers maybe taking a flyer on him. I think probably the best fit, though, when you really take a look at the lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays, they all have all righties, all right-handed hitters. George Springer is the center fielder right now, but they have said he would be willing to move over to right field. So, hey, there's a fit right there. They really could use a lefty bat. This offense already just looks really good, but if you can get Bellinger, just like I was saying with the Rangers, back to his old ways, at least something close to it, or, at least get him even half of what he was, I think, man, that could be really good for this lineup for the Blue Jays. Either way, I do think Cody Bellinger in the end will have a market. I do think there is also the chance he could just go back to the Dodgers on a cheaper deal, but I think there is going to be some intrigue out there for him. We'll just have to wait and see where he lands, but let me know what you think down below in the comments. Where do you think Cody Bellinger should go? Do you think he should go back to the Dodgers? Do you think he should go to one of these teams? Do you think he should go to another team that I didn't mention? Let me know down below in the comments, but that's all I have for right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.